Wire and duct tape, tips and tricks for technicians, because we know you can just wing it, but now you don't have to.
As a technician, you're going to have to do amperage checks. If you think about our shuttle buggies, the conveyors, we control the amperage to them to speed them up and slow them down. Propel circuits, from anything from something as small as a skid steer up to our big milling machines. We control the amount of amperage going to the pumps to speed them up and slow them down. So you can see our meter here. We have our common, so we're going to stick our black lead in our common. And I have two scales here for amperage. I've got 400 milliamp and 10 amp. I always start with the big one. Why? Because if you look at my meter right here, it says fused. There's a 400 milliamp and a 10 amp fuse. I can always start high and go to the lower one to get a more accurate reading. But if I start low and I've got too many amps going to it, I blow my fuse. Now we're done for the day. Now, we could take the screws out of the back of the meter and we could pull the meter apart and we could do a continuity test to check the fuse. But if you look at the schematic on the front of your meter, you'll see that the two amperage ones go over to the common, and then the one that goes up to where we would normally put the lead to do a continuity test. We can simply put the black lead up here, put the red lead over here, go to continuity, touch our two leads together, and you can see we've got a good continuity test. That tells us our fuse is good. If that fuse is not good, this meter will never read amps. And we'll simply move the black lead back down to the common. We'll go to the high amp scale, and now we're ready to test amperage. All right, so we're going to use our test board here, and we're going to use the light because the light shouldn't draw a lot of amps. We're going to pull the power source wire off, and we're going to stick our red lead in where our power comes from. We're going to take our black lead, and we're going to go up here, and we're going to connect it to where the light is. So now our meter is part of this circuit. So when I turn the light on, you can see how many amps I'm drawing. And if this was a variable circuit, as we sped it up and slowed it down, our amperage should go up and down concurrently with where we have the rheostat set to. So obviously this was a very simple circuit. It was easy to get our meter in line. Maybe if it was over here or something, maybe we would have to build a breakout connector to be able to get it in. But it doesn't matter if it's a simple circuit or a complicated circuit. Checking amperage is always done the same way.